hello, hello.
Good morning, friends. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to the chairpersons of the jury and Dr. Ashwini Lohani, who is a member of the jury, for this morning's function. They will be announcing the National Film Awards. Earlier this morning, they presented the report to the Honorable Finance, Information and Broadcasting and Corporate Affairs Minister, Mr. Arun Jaitley. And now they are with us to announce the jury awards. A very warm welcome to Mr. Ramesh Sippy, Mr. Vinod Ganatra, Madam Advaita Kala, and Dr. Ashwini Lohani. Now I will request Mr. Senthil Rajan, Director, Film Festival, to give a small brief on the National Film Awards, what is new, and how they went about the task. Senthil.
A warm good afternoon to all of you. This is the 63rd edition of the National Film Awards. As you all are aware, the Directorate of Film Festivals coordinates the process for the selection of the National Film Awards. We have 3 juries. One is for the feature films. The chairperson is Shri Ramesh Sippy. The non-feature jury chairperson is Shri Vinod Ganatra. And the chairperson of the jury for best writing on cinema is Ms. Advaita Kala. In addition to that, we this year have introduced a special award, which is titled the Most Film-Friendly State. The selection process for this award was coordinated by National Film Development Corporation, and it was done through a jury which comprised of 4 members. And among the jury members, we have Shri Ashwini Lohani Saab here today for announcing the award. To give you a brief overview, the feature film jury consists of both regional and central panels. There were 5 regional panels, that is for the East. Then we had 1 regional panel for the West, North, and for South 1 and South 2. The speciality about this year's National Film Awards entries are, both in the feature and non-feature, I think the industry has made a good transition, and we have only received digital entries. Till last year, we used to get celluloid prints, but this year is a transition year for us to a total digital era, where we have received only digital entries. For the feature films, we had 308 entries in 29 languages. For non-features, we had 168 entries in 16 languages. For writing, we had books, 31 books, and critics, 22 entries in 8 and 9 languages. We now request the chairperson of the writing jury.
I thought perhaps you should introduce the
And,
other jury members who are present here.
We also have the members of the central jury here today. In fact, we owe a special thanks to all the central jury members who have and the regional jury members. This entire process has taken us almost 2 months. And during this entire period, they have not taken even a day's break. And this time, we actually stretched them too much also that they had to even work on a holy day. That is, on Holi also they were working. And so that we could complete the jury process on time. And the central jury members who are present here are Shri Gangai Amaran, Shri Sanjeev Datta, Chairperson, Northern Panel, Shri John Matthew Matan, Chairperson, South 2 Panel, Shri Dharam Gulati, Chairperson, South 1 Panel, Shri Gyan Sahai, Chairperson, Eastern Panel, Ms. S.R. Leela, Shri K. Vasu, Shri Satish Kaushik, and two members, Shri Shama Prasad and Shri Munin Burua, they were with us till last night and just left in the early morning after working till late night last night. So I welcome all of them, and I'm very thankful to them for the entire effort that they've put in selecting the National Film Awards for feature films. Along with that, I also thank all the members of the feature film, non-feature film jury and the writing jury also. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Senthil. We'll now proceed further. Over to you, Madam Advaita Kala, for announcing the awards in Best Writing on Cinema.
Thank you, ma'am. It was a pleasure to serve on this jury. We had very diverse reading list this year from across the country. And after much deliberation, we made our choice. For the best book on cinema, it's going to be Dr. Rajakumar Samagra Charitra. The author is Dodalu Luru Rukoji. His work, this is actually an encyclopedic study into the life and career of one of India's greatest screen legends, Dr. Rajkumar. This 15-year research behind this book, he's been working on it for about 22 years. It is a double volume edition, which makes it a valuable resource for scholars, students, and cinephiles of today and tomorrow. So this is for our best book on cinema. In the special mention category, we have The Forgotten Masters of Hindi Cinema by Mr. Satish Chopra. Satish Chopra's book is an anecdotal and affectionate insight that brings to life the early maestros of Hindi film music. Written from the perspective of a lifelong music lover, its effervescence engages and makes one fall in love with the classics again. In the Best Film Critic category, the award goes to Megha Chandra Kombom, who interprets the world of Indian cinema for his readers in Manipuri. His lucid understanding and love for cinema makes him the ideal film whisperer in Manipur, where access to Indian films is often limited. These are our selections. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. We'll move forward now. I would request Mr. Ashwini Lohani to announce the most film-friendly state award.
Thank you. A very good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. Indeed an honor to be here sharing the stage with such luminaries. We had on the jury, besides myself, we had eminent filmmakers Sudhir Mishra, Bharat Bala, and Shri Pravesh Sahani. About 16 entries from different states. Indeed a major step forward by the Government of India in promoting film tourism in the state, because this sort of award will definitely enthuse states. The 16 entries, we went through all the entries, and finally, for the most film-friendly state, we choose the state of Gujarat, primarily because of its efforts in the direction of ease of doing business in respect of facilitation of films and towards the promotion of Indian cinema. This, despite the guffaws, this was a very, very objective evaluation. We went through each state, what they are doing on various parameters which were laid down. And besides this state, which is getting the most film-friendly state award, national award, we decided to give a special mention to the states of Uttar Pradesh, because Uttar Pradesh also did a lot of work in the area of single window clearance and incentive offered by the state government, attaching a liaison officer, and also to the state of Kerala. Again, because they had a film studio, a web portal, state government backed studio, and excellent back office databases. That's all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, friends. We had 167 films to choose for the awards. And one thing I would like to, out of these films, we had 35 films for a final central jury and screening for that. I would like to inform you that out of 167 films, we had 72 debut directors. And this is due to digital media, digital technology has come in, and new upcoming vibrant filmmakers have come in for this category. I will start with special mention. We have 3 special mentions in the film. One is Shahi, Best Director Varun Tandon. Second is Amma, Director Neelam. Third is The Chameleon, Arun Shankar. Director is Arun Shankar. Then we have Best Narration, voiceover, is Mala Laz Watat Nahi, Marathi film, and that is Harish Bhimani, is a voiceover artist who has got this award, which is shared by Arangela Nityam Vishwayam Guru Chenam Cherry Kunni Raman Nair. He is a very senior narrator, and he got the award for a film. And Ali R is a voiceover artist. Yeah. Then we have Best Music, Far Afternoon. A Far Afternoon, Arvind Shankar gets the Best Music in non-feature section. Then we have Best Editing, Breaking Free, and award goes to Praveen Angre and Sridhar Rangayan. Then we have Best Audiography is Edpa Kana. Edpa Kana is a very rare kind of film, and it has got the Best Sound Award, and Moumita Roy gets this award. Best Cinematography, Banaras, The Unexposed Attachment, and cameraman is Amartya Bhattacharya. We have Best Direction, Kamuki, and it resorts to Christo Tomi. Best Film on Family Values is Best Friends, and that is Syed Sultan Ahmad, and director is Sandeep Modi. Best Short Film Fiction is Aushad, this Marathi film, and it is producer Amol Deshmukh, and Amol Deshmukh is director also. Then Special Jury Award goes to In Search of Fading Canvas, produced by Films Division, and Manohar Singh Bist is the director of the film. We have Best Animation Film, Fisher Woman and Tuk Tuk, which is produced by Nilima Ariat, and director is Suresh Ariat. We have Best Investigative Film, Tezpur 1962, Assamese film, which is produced by Films Division, and Samujal Kashyap gets the award for director. Then Best Exploration or Adventure Film is Dribbling with Their Future. It's a Kannada film, and Jacob Verghese is the director, and Dinesh Rajkumar and Matthews Verghese are the producers of the film. Best Educational Film, Pai Vaat, Marathi film, and that is Mithu Chandra Chaudhary and Naina Dolas has produced this film in a co-production. We have Best Film on Social Issues, Auto Driver, again Assamese film, and goes to Longjam Meena Devi. Oinam Doran and Longjam Dori has jointly directed the film. Best Environment Film, which is, this award is shared between 2 films. The one first is The Man Who Draft the Mountains, is Rajiv Mehrotra, PSBT, produced this film, and Ruchi Srivastav and Sumit Sundarlal Khanna are the director of the film. Then we have Best Promotional Film, Views of Maheshwar, which is produced by Story Loom Films, directed by K.A. Vaswani and Nidhi Kamath. Then Best Art Cultural Film, we have A Far Afternoon, a painted saga produced by Piramal Art Foundation and Shruti Harindra Hariharan Subranarayan. Then we have Best Biographical Film, which is Life in a Metaphors, a portrait of Girish Kasarwali, a film which is produced by Real Sim Films and director is O.P. Srivastav. We have Best Anthropological Film is Auliang, and this is produced by Maulana Abdul Kalam Azad Film Institute of Asian Studies, and director is Ranjit Ray. We have Best Debut Film of the director, which is Darvata, Marathi film, gets this award, and produced by Nishant Roy Bormade, and as producer and director is same. Best non-feature film, Ahmedabad Ma Famous, is Akanksha Tiwari, and Arya Menon has produced this, and Hardik Mehta has directed this film. Thank you very much.
Okay, we now come to the last category, the feature film category, and I invite the chairperson, Mr. Ramesh Sippy, to announce the awards. Thank you. They have the largest number of entries, 308 entries in 29 languages.
Namaskar, hello. Sorry, namaskar and hello. I must give you a very, very small background. Me and my 10 colleagues have worked pretty hard, and there have been some more members of the zonal juries who worked even harder, and they have chosen from the 308, as Esther ji has just said. They brought it down to about 82, 83 films, which is what our jury of 11 people have watched, and finally, after 19 days of viewing, we have come to the conclusion that in our collective opinion, these are the results of those deliberations. I'm sure nobody can, not everybody can be happy with the results. Some will win and some will not. But those who do not win, I must say, have done a magnificent job as well in every field. It was quite difficult arriving at these decisions, and there were times of passionate debate, as my colleagues here will bear me out, that I am not exaggerating when I say that. But ultimately, the results that you are going to hear are definitely of a collective majority, and that's the way it should be. So I will, without wasting any, I'm going to break tradition. I'm going to start from the bottom, if you don't mind. That's how we went about it. Okay. We first, the best Bodo film. B-O-D-O, as I have it here, and you will also, please pardon me if my pronunciations are not perfect, and those regions should not feel that I am being disrespectful. I will do my best to have it as close to the right thing as possible. Thou Huduni Methai is the best Bodo film. It is an honest attempt to document the dilemma of the common man helplessly victimized during the times of insurgency in the Northeast. The best Khasi film award goes to Onatta, a sensitive portrayal of a rape victim in the course of her revival in the healing background of the tribal setting. I must say, all of us were very, very taken up with this film. It's a very admirable effort, and the way it has been dealt with very sensitively and very nicely, it is indeed one of the nicest films I've seen. The best Haryanvi film award goes to Satrangi. This film earnestly tries to address the social issue of neglect of the girl child in the state of Haryana and the eventual empowering of the girl. Then comes The Headhunter, which is the best Wancho film. This is a cinematic contemplation on the lives of the Wancho tribe regarding the balance required in modernizing tribal environment while intruding and displacing their lifestyles. Then the best Manipuri film was Aibusu Yaohabyu. Again, pardon me for my errors or my mispronunciation, if any. This is a moving film about the victory of a differently abled boy's attempt to join a football team. Again, a very, very impressive film, moving film. The best Mizo Film Award goes to Kima's Lord Beyond the Class, an adventurous coming-of-age story of a boy set in the pristine environments of Mizoram. The best Maithili Film Award goes to Mithila Makhan, and it is about a back to the roots story, guy coming in from Canada, told with great sincerity about a courageous, youthful rescue. How he settles back in and helps his hometown. Then the best Sanskrit film goes to Priya Manasam. It is an artistic and culturally vibrant portrayal of the mind of a poet during the time he creates his masterpiece, Nala Charitam. The best Telugu film award goes to Kanche, in which barriers of caste and conventions break down as this romantic period drama unveils its magic. The best Tamil film award goes to Vesaranai, a very gripping, absolutely about the atrocities thrust on by the police on innocent citizens based on a true story. You will not shift in your seat on this one. It is really a good one. The best Punjabi film goes to Chauthi Koot. This is a film which effectively captures the sense of fierce psychosis and tension during the times of insurgency in Punjab. Truly, without bloodshed, you can feel the tension. It's so strong and so well done. Hope you like it too. The best Odia film award goes to Pahada Ra Luha, which chronicles 25 years of the life of innocent tribals of Odisha. The best Marathi film goes to Ringan, a heart-rending survival story of a father and son duo who decide to fight and live rather than end their lives in the background of farmer suicides in Maharashtra. Again, an out-of-the-box, very nice piece of cinema coming from Maharashtra, which is really, really bringing out some very, very good films. The best Malayalam film, Pathamari, This is an artistically narrated saga of two generations of Malayali workers who migrated to the Gulf for livelihood, told through the poignant story of one man, played by Mammootty. The Best Konkani Film Award goes to Enemy, a powerful film about a soldier's plight caught up in the legal entanglements trying to safeguard his property. And the Best Kannada Film goes to Tithi, a striking and realistically charming portrayal of life in a village told in the idiom of comedy and surrealism. Really, that was a very pleasant surprise and very, very nicely done. The Best Hindi Film goes to Dum Laga Ke Haisha, which I guess a lot of you must have seen. A sweet and resonant film set in Haridwar that challenges the middle-class prejudices in choosing a bride. The Best Bengali Film, Shankachil, is an evocative story that highlights the theme of suffering humanity divided by national borders. This is the East and West Bengal, the Bangladesh, and it's a story between the two. The Best Assamese Film award goes to Kotha Nadi, a stylized poetic film interweaving 4 folk stories evoking the terrifying undercurrents of human mind as depicted in folk mythology. And there are, okay, what comes? Now we come to the main awards of the central jury, which are Best Choreography goes to Remo D'Souza for creating enchanting moves that express anguish of love, defying social barriers, resonating the core theme of the film, Baji Rao Mastani. The Special Jury Award goes to Kalki Koechlin for her realistic performance as a young woman afflicted with cerebral palsy. The Best Lyrics Award goes to Varun Grover for his song Moh Moh Ke Dhage from the film Dum Laga Ke Haisha for the fresh, simple array of metaphors in the form of a song expressing love. Then the Best Background Score goes to Tharai Thapatai. I hope I've got that right, but Tahari Thapatai. Right or not? Okay. And it goes to Ilya Raja for effectively using, this is true, no modern instruments have been used in this, and that was why we thought it was a very fine job done with the very, very old traditional instruments used for effectively using folk musical instruments and melodies to give a harmonic layer of meaning to the world of the characters. The Best Music for the song Ennui Ninte Moideen. That's the film, I'm sorry. Ennu Ninte Moideen. It goes to M. Jayachandran for the song Kathirun Na Kathirunu. Kathirinu, where there is no U on top and there's only U at the bottom. I'm reading it the way it is. I'm sorry. But I do still apologize if it doesn't sound right. For creating a haunting melody, a melodic composition that resonates the tragic love story. Then Best Makeup Artist goes to Preetisheel G. Singh and Clover Wooten for creating detailed appearances and meticulous aging technique to a wide range of historic characters in the film Nanak Shah Fakir. The best costume designer also goes to Payal Saluja for her imaginative use of colors, design, and textures to recreate costumes for a host of characters of an era from different cultures and continents, also for the film Nanak Shah Fakir. If you don't mind. The best production design goes to Sriram Iyengar, Saloni Dhatrak, and Sujit Sawant for the inventive use of spaces, props, and set decoration to provide a dramatic setting for a grand historical spectacle, Bajirao Mastani. Best editing goes to late T.E. Kishore. I believe we have lost him not fairly recently, I think. Yes. He has done a magnificent job of editing this film, Visaranai, maintaining the momentum and edginess of the plot, progression of police interrogation with innovative editing techniques. Then, in the audiography list, we have re-recordist of the final mixed track, which goes to Justin Gose for the perfect blend of ambience ranging from royal palace interiors to war fronts, and for the film Bajirao Mastani. The sound designer award goes to Biswajit Chatterjee and for creating a rich oral tapestry evoking the romantic moods and heroic tension, again for the film Bajirao Mastani. The best audiography for location sound recordist goes to Sanjay Kurian for capturing the natural voices with all its nuances, predominantly of characters undergoing great stress in the film Talwar. The best dialogue and the screenplay and dialogue award is being shared by one, Juhi Chaturvedi and Himanshu Sharma for the two films Piku, and the second is Tanu Weds Manu Returns. Himanshu Sharma, of course, has done a wonderful job. The writer's interpretation of the love story set in a small town becomes populated with interesting characters and their dialogues and dialects. And for Juhi Chaturvedi, of course, for her effortless movement of the plot structure and natural repartees which occur between the characters in a delightful love-hate relationship of father and daughter. Best screenplay adapted goes to Vishal Bharadwaj for adapting from a book, Talwar. The dramatic structure devised by this writer effectively mirrors the tragedy of a family when their daughter is found murdered. Best screenplay original again goes to Piku for effortless movement of the Juhi Chaturvedi for effortless movement of the plot structure and natural repartee. So I have read that, so it's being repeated. All right. So the best screenplay and dialogue is being shared by Juhi Chaturvedi and Himanshu Sharma for the films Piku and Tanu Weds Manu. Best cinematography goes to Bajirao Mastani, Mr. Sudeep Chatterjee, for bringing about an outstanding visual dynamics depicting the grand interiors of palaces and vast landscape with an artistic interplay of light and shadows. The Best Female Playback Singer Award goes to Monali Thakur for the song Moh Moh Ke Dhage, a delightful and soulful rendition of a song of love. Best Male Playback Singer, Mahesh Kale from the film Katiyar Kalijat Ghusli, a consummate performance in the best of Hindustani musical traditions. Best Child Artist goes to a young boy, Gaurav Menon, for an outstanding performance on a wide spectrum of emotions of a boy going through great turmoil, from the film Ben. Best Supporting Actress Award goes to Tanvi Azmi for her powerful portrayal of a royal widow caught in the vortex of love for her son and commitment to her people for the film Bajirao Mastani. Best Supporting Actor goes to Samuthir Rakani. Samudrakani, my apologies, for the minimalistic yet stark and moving performance as a cop caught in a moral dilemma in the film Visaranai. Best Actress Award goes to Kangana Ranaut for her dynamic portrayal of two contrast characters laced with mirth and charm in the film Tanu Weds, Manu Returns. And the Best Actor Award goes to Amitabh Bachchan for his delightful performance of a man who finally lets himself go at the age of 70 for the film Piku. There are other special awards, and before that I'll just mention the special mention awards, which one goes to Rinku Rajguru for her effective portrayal of a lively girl who defies societal norms but ultimately has to face the wrath of her family. This is for her portrayal in Sairat. A special mention also to Jayasuriya for his inventive and heartfelt performance in two special films, Susu Sudhi Vathamikam, not TH, what was it? Valmikam. Hello. Okay, and Lukka Chuppi. There is also a special mention for Irudhi Sutru, for the film Irudhi Sutru, and it goes to Ritika Singh for her gutsy performance of a boxer in the making. And now, the Best Direction Award goes to Bajirao Mastani director Sanjay Leela Bhansali for the masterful handling of all aspects of the medium of cinema to weave a tragic love story within a grand historic drama. The Best Children's Film goes to Duronto, and the producer, Code Red Films, director Somendra Padi, story of a child prodigy in his undying spirit to achieve the impossible. The Best Film on Environment Conservation goes to Valia Chirakulla
You'll all get copies soon.
Pakshikal. Yeah, if you don't mind, please.
Yeah, please.
I'll just finish in another minute. Relax. Do you mind, please?
You'll all get copies.
Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to continue. I would be happier if you were quiet. I'll continue better. The best award for best film on social issues goes to Nirnayakam. Nirnayakam for tackling a relevant and unaddressed issue of curtailing freedom of movement for the common man due to hartals and processions. The producer, Jairaj Films, director V.K. Prakash. The Nargis Dutt Award for Best Feature Film on National Integration goes to Nanak Shah Fakir, producer Gurbani Media, the saga on the life of the great spiritual master advocating the values of peace and harmony. Best Popular Film providing wholesome entertainment is Bajrangi Bhaijaan, tackling an important social issue in a simple, heartwarming story in a very entertaining manner, conveying some wonderful emotions. The Indira Gandhi Award for Best Debut for a Film Director goes to Neeraj Ghaiwan and Drishyam Films for producing and for directing the film Masan, for his perceptive approach to filmmaking and handling a layered story of people caught up in changing social values and social and moral values. And the Best Feature Film Award of 2015 goes to Bahubali, an imaginative film and monumental by its production values and its cinematic brilliance in creating a fantasy world on screen. Bahubali also gets the award for Best Special Effects, creating breathtaking special effects which bring out the emotional and dramatic upheavals of the story. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ramesh Sippy, sir. Mr. Vinod Ganatra has missed out one of the film awards. He will now announce it.
I have small correction about the best environmental film that is shared by two films. One I announce is The Man Who Dwarfed the Mountains, and which is shared by a film, A God on the Edge, is a film which is Elements Picture Studio and directed by Ashok Patel. There is one small correction which I said Auto Driver is from Assamese film, but it is a Manipuri film. So that is the small correction. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Can we have a round of applause for all the award winners and the jury members here? Now the floor is open for questions. I would request that you pose the question and also if you can indicate who you would like the person to answer. Just a moment. Let the mic come to you, please.
Sir, you said that you got more than 300 films. Those films which you have rejected, on what main grounds you rejected? On the music was not good, the filming was not good, direction was not good. On what ground you rejected other films?
First of all, I did not see 308 films. Zonal juries, 5 zonal juries saw the films and sent us, the central jury, 83 films. We saw 83 films, okay? Their reasons we have not asked because we were to accept those as they came, that these are filtered through those juries, and we move on and do our work on the films given to us. Any other clarification?
Did you put any objection or any comments on the rejected films?
How can I have not seen them?
No, out of 83, sir.
Oh, out of 83? No. And we do not let out anything out of what is on the jury discussion is not part of any conversation.
Okay, sir.
I'm sorry, those are private meetings. We arrive at a absolutely democratic way of a final decision, and we convey the decision. After all, it is the decision of 11 individual members who have some sense of cinema, and they have applied their minds and their hearts to do a job. This is the result of that job. Thank you.
Ramesh Sippy, sir.
Ji.
Yeah, who were the main contenders for the best actor and best actress with Amitabh Bachchan and Kangana Ranaut?
Oh, as I said,
Main contenders.
No, there will be quite a few, but I am not here with a list of others involved in the race. We are here with only the final results. You can always, I'm sure, get some information somewhere where how many films were finally seen by us, and according to those films, you'll know the actors and actresses and other people involved with those films. Unfortunately, I cannot keep giving you a list of every category that way. I'm so sorry. There'll always be, see, as far as performances are concerned, work is concerned, whether it's director's work and cameraman's work, I mean, the fact that 80 films came to us, there has to be a lot of good work in those 80 films. But it is ultimately these 11 people who decide who the final winner will be. To say that Amitabh Bachchan is the best actor for Piku has to be because we have seen so many other performances which were very good. That's why the debates took long, it took time, and the final results that we arrived at were all in harmony. Everyone agreed with it before it was put on paper as the final choice. Sorry?
Final stage, the names of films
No,
for the best film
I
category.
can't, because there were 80 films. You want me to give you a list of 80 films?
No, I would like to tell you that actually the process is a totally confidential process. We have put all the entries. Our process is in such a way that all the entries get a fair due process of examination by the jury, whether it is the regional jury or the central jury. The system of regional jury and central jury is in place only to help the central jury get only the best of films which are selected, and there are very clear-cut guidelines which are being specified by in our regulations for the National Film Awards, and the regional juries recommend those films based on those guidelines, and these films then are seen by the central jury. So every entry which has been sent to us for the National Film Awards has been treated as the best film and examined for all its aspects before a decision has been arrived.
Okay, 42. Idhar, niche.
Sir, my question to Mr. Lohani ji. This is regarding the most film-friendly state. Sir, can you tell us the number of films produced in Gujarat? Number of films in Gujarat, produced in Gujarat.
Actually, this was not the criteria as such. There's some criteria that were laid down. One of the most important was the ease of
Facilities.
making films, and the facilities which are there, how much facilitation the state government does, and we got reports from some producers who have made films there. On the basis of these criteria, we decided. We don't have the number of films made in Gujarat right now with us.
You have a question? Yeah, the lady there.
I'm not sure, but I just wanted to know. Is this the first time we are giving award to Sanskrit? Best Sanskrit film?
Been given. GBIR's film was Adi Shankaracharya was awarded. Bhagavad Gita has also been awarded. This is actually the third Sanskrit film which was actually selected for Indian Panorama. Also, it was showcased at IFFI, and now the National Film Award jury has decided to award it as the best Sanskrit film.
Please speak into the mic.
This is the third Sanskrit film which has been produced in the country.
Oh, and it will be given every year.
Right.
As in, for Sanskrit, this category, is it a fixed category? That's what I'm asking.
There is an award for the best language film which are listed in Schedule 8 of the Constitution. So for
Sanskrit
every
is
language
one of
which is
them.
listed, there is a best film. So if there is a film comes in from Sanskrit next year also, and if the jury feels that
It has to
it has to
fulfill
fill.
two criteria. It should be in Sanskrit, and a jury should okay it before it comes to the final.
I have one question for you, sir. Sir, as you said, there are languages award also. So, have you got the all 23 scheduled languages films? Out of this, you select the Sanskrit film?
No, there is a language for each language. There is an award. Like you have seen, there is best Tamil film,
Yeah,
best Telugu film.
For how many languages out of this under 8 schedule you got the entries?
The list of the languages is already there in the
We have-
report.
the total number of languages that we received this year was 29.
If you are considering Sanskrit, why not Pali and Prakrit films?
We receive a film in that entry. We do not receive a film in Pali and Pali. So
They are saying they're not refusing any film,
we have not refused.
but the
it.
film has to be received. The entry has to come in.
Okay, if there are no more questions, are there any more questions?
All okay? Thank you.